Darkstorm. Junji Ito is a manga artist that you may have heard of. He's done a ton of well-known horror story series, and all have been adapted multiple times. Despite being a horror fan myself, I only started reading his work last year. A friend of mine gifted me as a bunch of Animus edition of his works years ago, and decided last year, Halloween obviously, to finally give him a go. Tommy is his first ever work, so I started there. Tommy is a stunning girl who seems to make every male fall in love with her within moments of meeting her, but their love quickly turns to violence, having them uncontrollably urge to kill her in the end. Yet Tommy always comes back. The Animus doesn't follow a strict overarching storyline per se. It's more like a collection of short stories, all with the same premise. Tommy turns up, makes someone fall in love with her, but then murder web happens. But what I liked about this book was that every story, despite containing the same ingredients, explore a different side of Tommy and the fatal attraction she inspires. In the way she's killed, how she's come back, and when people fall for her, everything is examined and re-examined in such horrific and fun ways. The art is also very detailed and gory. Every story has at least one memorable page spread that will stay in your mind, long after you've finished the book. If you're to explore Junji Ito's work, I recommend starting here. It's a very thick volume, just to forewarn, but because of how the story is told, it's very easy to pick up a drop if the weight becomes too much after a while. I plan to check out the rest of Junji Ito's work, also out in omnibus forms in the near future. Another series I recommend is Monster by Naoki Urasawa. It's a series that got a lot of attention in the US anime sites when the DVD came out, and more so when the release got cancelled due to poor sales. The premise looked very interesting to me, so I was thrilled to learn that the manga will be released in the UK, and instead the Animus edition several years back. The story follows a Japanese brain surgeon working in Germany, Dr. Kenzo Tenma, who has grown disillusioned with the political bias of the hospital he works for. One fateful night he's giving a choice to perform an operation on the mayor and the director's request to save the lives of fraternal twins who were on the brink of death. Tenma decides to throw his career in the line and save the twins, but several years in the future, he comes to learn that one of the twins has saved has grown up to be a serial killer, and Tenma decides to spend the rest of his life correcting his mistake. The manga is the ultimate extreme representation of the phrase, no good deeds goes unpunished. In any other story, Tenma will be the hero, but here, he adventurously saves someone who ends up destroying so many more lives in the process, and seeing it slowly destroy or rebuild him over the course of the series is heartbreaking to watch. The story is also set in a location and time period not covered much in manga, Germany during the late 80s, when there is such much political unrest due to the Berlin Wall. It makes the story unique, and admittedly, a lot of it went over my head as I'm not familiar with the time period enough to get the full extent of the world monster is set in. But it did stop me from enjoying the series, and I really hope that one day Guillermo del Toro manages to get his version of the TV series off the ground. But until then, the whole series is out now via Viz Media.